Hey there guys, and welcome back to Dino Reacts. So this week I gotta watch a new movie, Knives Out. As always guys, I wanted to jump on here, just give you guys my thoughts on the movie. So without further ado, let's get to it. Let's start reviewing Knives Out. So guys, Knives Out was written and directed by Rian Johnson. The movie stars Daniel Craig, Jamie Lee Curtis, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, and Christopher Plummer. Now guys, if you are a fan of classic whodunits, you will absolutely love this movie. I went in guys with an open mind, and I gotta say I really did enjoy the film. Mainly it is down to the cast, and it's an all-star cast in this one. So everyone, in my opinion, brings their A game. Daniel Craig for me absolutely steals the show. He's hilarious in this movie. Yes, he is a bit over the top. His character is a bit eccentric, but that's kind of what draws you into the movie. But also you're just constantly interested to see what he's going to do next. So Daniel Craig, he plays this detective who has to kind of come in and investigate this murder of a wealthy patriarch. Now the murder suspects happen to be his kind of rich but dysfunctional family members. One of the family members is Jamie Lee Curtis, so she's kind of the daughter of Christopher Plummer's character. And she plays this kind of ice queen in it that you love to hate. So I enjoyed watching her on screen. She definitely has some good one-liners in there, but like all of the cast, she brings her A game. She delivers a great performance, and that's the same for Chris Evans. So he looks like he's having a ball with this role, particularly because the character is so different than what he's played previously with Captain America. So he's kind of this roguish troublemaker type character, and by far he does get the biggest laughs in this movie. So he was fun to watch. Again, just a character that was kind of out there and you weren't sure what they were going to do next. Ana de Armas also had a much bigger role than I thought she would have in this movie. Just looking at the trailers and kind of the promotional material with this film, she wasn't promoted heavily, so when you watch the movie it is quite surprising how much she has to do. But again, just like the rest of the cast, she delivers in spades. She's actually quite charming to watch on screen. You know, as a character you're following for much of the movie, you are constantly drawn to her. So she did a great job in this one, especially as she's probably one of the most relatively unknown in this cast. And rounding out my kind of standout characters or actors are Toni Collette and Christopher Plummer. So for Toni Collette, she absolutely looks like she's having a great time, similar to Chris Evans. So she really sinks her teeth into this part. Again, her character also, she's quite over the top, she's quite out there, but she looks like she grabs that role and just sinks her teeth into it. So I liked her in it. She doesn't have as much to do as I would have liked, but she's a very funny character. And again, every time she's on screen, you're drawn to that character. Christopher Plummer, on the other side, plays kind of the murder victim in this one. But again, like Ana de Armas, I was surprised how much he had to do in this movie. So, you know, he is the murder victim in this. Normally, with these kind of whodunits, you don't get to know the murder victim too much. You kind of get to know them through the people who hate them, or, you know, who they've severed ties with. But with this one, you do actually get to know his character quite a lot in the movie, and I like that. You know, he comes across as this charming kind of guy in it, just unfortunately with this dysfunctional family who are all out to get him. Now, as well as that, just the set design, the location, the costumes all work wonders in this movie. This is a movie that you will enjoy watching. It looks great, the acting is phenomenal in this one, and the mystery for the most part doesn't let up till the end of the movie. They do definitely turn the classic whodunit on its head, which is actually refreshing to see on screen. You know, you're going into this movie that has kind of happened a couple of times before, but there are twists and turns. There's quite a lot of red herrings in this one as well. What I like as well about how Rian Johnson wrote this one is each of the characters, yes, they give us nuggets of information as the movie goes on, but each character has their own different perspective of different events. And just for audience members, I liked that. I thought it was a good way to get the audience to question who was telling the truth and who was lying. Rian Johnson also kind of balances the mystery and the suspense with the comedy really well. So a lot of times in this movie, different characters are kind of pitted against each other, different family members are coming for each other. And when things get a bit too much, you know, when the impact gets a bit too severe, there's a nice little layer of comedy thrown over at the end, just to sizzle things down again. A lot of that, as I said, is with Chris Evans' character. I thought he was quite funny in this one, but that's throughout the whole movie. Little characters have different one-liners. They may be sneering ones, they may be jarring ones, but when that comedy aspect comes in, it just calms everyone down again. But guys, that's just my thoughts on this movie. Yes, it's full of action, it's full of suspense. There's a great amount of comedy in there. The acting for me is top notch, and for me it's probably one of the best movies I've seen this year. This was a much quieter movie, and it's a movie you don't see anymore in the cinema. So I like that about it. I thought it was quite refreshing to see that instead. All in all though guys, this is a great movie to watch over the holidays. As I said, it has a great cast, some great comedy and some great murder mystery aspects. If you haven't already seen it, get into that cinema and give the movie a watch. And if you have seen it, let me know your comments below. As always guys, subscribe to the channel just so you don't miss another video. And until next time, Heidi ho.